Shmello, ladies and gents. It's your boy, Primicidal, back at it with another fucking story time. You know we stoned as fuck out here. We know we fucking blasted off the off the pack. I have work in an hour, and I'm gonna try and bust out this story because I'm a fucking legend. So this story is a particular building block in my life, and it's a pretty long, lengthy one, but it's pretty good. So at this point in my life, I'd already smoked weed dozens of times, but I had never purchased it for myself. And, technically the first time I smoked, I pitched in for it, but I didn't buy the weed myself. The first time I ever hit someone up, acquired the plug. This story, it has a lot of fucking twists and weird fucking turns. And to be honest, probably a lot of signs I should have taken, but at this point, I liked distillate carts, especially because they were fucking so convenient, and I could get stoned, and I didn't have to smell. It was really, really fucking easy. So I had fucking found out that this kid I knew sold them. I hit him up, and I'm like, hey man, I want to get a cart type shit. I don't even have a battery for this cart. I have nothing to power this, but I'm like, hey man, can I get a cart? And he tells me that's going to be like $45. So I have a little extra money on me type shit. And he tells me that he's going to give it to me at school tomorrow. And for some reason, that just don't feel right. Like, for me, it just didn't settle well. So I end up going, hey man, could I just ride over and get it? So I ride over to this motherfucker's house on my bike. It's like 15 minutes away. I acquire this car. He gives me a hit of his car. I'm stoned as fuck on the way home listening to music. It was a great time. But the next day at school, and we're going to call this motherfucker Carter. Carter ends up getting fucking caught. And I was like, damn, I really dodged a bullet because I could have gotten caught up in that. So later that day, I'm like, I need a battery. I acquire a seller of this battery. So it's after school. I have this card sitting at home from the night before, and I'm trying to get this battery. And we leave school, and a friend of mine, who we're going to call, we're going to call him Creed. Alright, so this motherfucker Creed, he takes his aunt's whip, I forget what it was, but he takes his aunt's whip out, and he comes by a CK where I'm posted up after school that was right down the road, where everybody would post up. And he pulls up in the whip, and as he's pulling up, bro, he just pulls up, and I don't know if he had let the brake fail, or he ain't pressed or some shit, but just proceeds to fucking drive into this brand new, I think it was a Ford Expedition. It looked brand fucking new. And I think this was back in 2017. I'm just looking at this whole situation like, what the fuck? They tell me to get the fuck in. I tell them to take me around and lay at the corner because I gotta wait for this motherfucking battery, you feel? I don't know what my two fucking friends were doing or how the fuck they were gonna get out of this, but I had my priorities fucking straight, boys. So I told them to drop me off and bro, go park the car in the garage, go do that shit. So that's what they go do. They go hide the fucking car. So I'm sitting at this Sonic that is right adjacent. It is a fucking walk of about 30 yards in between these two buildings. Not even. Probably exaggerating. And I'm sitting at Sonic watching. I can see the car that was hit. The couple comes out. They're inspecting it and shit. They're like, what the fuck? Blah, 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 blah. They call the motherfucking cops, and the cops are there. And I'm sitting there still waiting for this motherfucking battery, just so I can get home and get stoned. That's really all I want. And finally, these motherfuckers pull up with this battery. They give it to me. I give them the money. I head home. Proceed to get stoned as fuck. But I have so much anxiety in me from the day that I am restless as fuck. I end up taking 4 or 5 blinkers from this fucking car and proceed to go into what I like to describe as a weed coma. I have never felt this way in my life. I've never experienced this with weed again. It was probably the oddest thing, what I can, like, you know, kind of equate to a bad trip off weed. And I'm sitting in my fucking bed, and I'm so stoned. I cannot move my body. I have my eyes, I cannot open my eyes. I'm tweaking out so bad. I'm moving, like I'm, you know, kind of moving in my bed. That's the only thing I can manage, because I can't get up. But I can, like, adjust myself. And every time I adjust myself, I realize that I've done that action in this bed, like, hundreds, millions of times in my life. And it was fucking with me. I was like, oh my fucking God. Like, I'm overthinking everything. And then I'm, like, low-key in a state of paralysis. And I swear to fucking God, bro, I start having, like, if you know what REM sleep is basically rapid eye movements behind your eyes when you are asleep. And I swear to fucking God, I'm having REM sleep. I can feel my eyes fucking moving, but I'm still fully conscious and awake. But I proceed to have the strangest occurrence after this fucking eye shit. I begin to see, like, dreams, basically, but they're, like, flashing images. They're not, like, flashing rapidly, but, you know, I would see, like, you know, the number 6, or the number 4, or the number 3, and there'd be, like, a border around it, and everything from the border to the number to the background, just everything about it had a different image that was, like, an image I knew, but I couldn't quite decipher what any of them were. Like, they all were just kind of, like, jumbled, and as soon as I tried to focus on anything, the fucking, you know, it would switch to another number with completely different images and colors, and, like, it, to this day, fucks me up, because sometimes I'll see certain fucking, you know, images or something, and it'll just trigger a number in my head, like just 6, 3. I feel like fucking Mason from goddamn Black Ops. No lie. The numbers, Mason! What do they mean? I have this occurrence, and it was probably the oddest thing in my entire life. Very uncomfortable. Did not have a good time at all. So this happens. I finally sober up. I get the fuck up. I grab some water. Lay in my bed. Get bored in about 30 seconds. And then take 2 more blinkers. And have a great high. Most people I know, they would get scared off from that experience. And they probably wouldn't do it again. But I ventured on, because I felt like there was more to this. And now I have a mystery for life, because I have no idea what those fucking numbers mean. I have seen them a couple times since, and I don't know if it's because of this experience. I know it sounds like some real crackhead ass shit, because believe me, it fucking is. But, you know, this is just what happened. I don't know what else to say. But that was my first time fucking buying a card. I didn't even finish that card, by the way. I had it for like a fucking month or so, some shit like that, when I was in the baby stages, and I just gave it away, because it would get me, like, stupid fucked up. Now my tolerance, I could just smoke that in a day. And probably, yeah, I'd be alright. I'd be a zombie, but yeah, I could do it. Either way, I've been making more of these because the homies seem to enjoy them. And, you know, we gotta start fresh if we want to get some more stories rolling. We gotta hit it with the fucking concretes, the building blocks, you know. God damn, this video long as fuck. But it's been your boy Primicidal. Let me know how you like this video in the fucking comments below. You know, might fuck around, subscribe, like the video. Whatever you feeling, bro. No pressure. But, you know, it would be much appreciated. I gotta go get ready for my shitty ass job. But stay smooth, gang.